Testing.
Taking me out of the ordinary. Jesus.
I hate, or I shouldn't say. Can you believe that?
Hey guys, welcome.
I shouldn't.
We're gonna be quiet. It's not like whisper like that, but we're gonna be a little quieter because this is a hot, steamy, sexual film that is horny, makes you not fall asleep right away,
You make me
and doesn't make you absolutely bored and so tired and so sleepy.
Because we're talking about Wuthering Heights.
What the ring?
And
What are you doing? What was her name? Claire. What was her name? Laura?
Huh?
The Margot Robbie's character.
Hey, it's me. It's Kathy. I've
Catherine.
come home.
Yeah, Kathy.
Catherine.
Oh, I missed you. Oh, I missed you. I've got money now.
so we're gonna be talking about Wuthering Heights today. The Emerald Fennell new
I thought it was
film.
fennel.
Or fennel, whatever. Fennel.
Any relationship to Sally Salad?
Emerald
John
Fentanyl.
Cale.
Emerald Fentanyl.
John Cale?
She's related to
This
John
is a
Cale.
mess.
Allie
No, dude,
Almond?
just lettuces.
Oh,
Fennel is a type of...
fennel and lettuce and kale and yeah.
Yeah,
And
someone
we're all
needs to eat more greens.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
remember?
When I
freaking-
think of fennel, I
think
think
of
of stuff that's just going to give me
I
gas.
can't think of them.
Oh, it's
How
a
about-
fennel
how about we-
chicory root thing. Shut up. You're just going to make me farty after this date. I'm going to go home and I'm going to be annoyed.
Of course,
because I'm trying to make out.
Of course, it's related to a date now. You've turned talking about greens into a date.
I'm
scenario.
not going to eat fennel solo. I'm not ordering that when I go out anywhere other
Dude,
than the context of a
Ben's whole
date.
thing is talking about his ass and dating.
Dude, you're making Dylan upset.
And we're anyway.
You're living too much in your root chakra, brother.
That's true.
You need to get some of those goddamn domes. You need to go to a date with a Kundalini lady who cleans out this third eye of yours.
I dated the Australian woman that I dated in 2019 and 2020. She was into Kundalini yoga.
Kundalini and
She was like,
balls.
Benji, you've got to try more. You've got to try meditation.
She called you Benji?
She called me Benji.
I like
she
that.
still
That's
does.
cute.
Speaking of
She's
Ben's
lovely.
ex-girlfriends, we just missed his girlfriend. We couldn't interview her because she was leaving today, so
She left today.
We weren't able to do
You prickishly were like, I don't know.
I know that.
Freakishly, yeah.
That was
Why?
last week.
Why?
I made my point
Guys,
clear.
what if this is someone's first time listening to this? They're just like, "What are you talking about?" Hey guys,
That's okay.
We're so glad you came.
We're so glad you
drinking,
came.
We're
Yeah.
drinking beer. We're gonna have
yeah, we're having beer.
hopefully an amusing conversation about Wuthering Heights. But before we get there, Ben,
gotta
what
talk-
did you watch this week?
What did I watch this week? Multiple things. I have been watching Alive on Netflix.
Who dat?
Alive is a reality show where outdoorsy people submit a video to be considered as contestants, and it is a survival show. I think there's like 6 of them, and they're
And they have to stay alive.
It's who lasts the longest.
No one's gonna lose, dude.
It's indefinite, so they could be out there for months, however long it takes. They're given X amount, like 2 amount. Everybody gets the same tools, but then they get to choose 2 tools on top of that. And the latest season, they're in the Arctic Circle.
Okay.
So they're like way the hell up there.
Uh-huh.
They're all survivalists, and it's really fascinating.
Uh-huh.
One guy already had to go home because he fell on an arrow, and it was like really.
So
it
what's
was
different?
really bad.
What's different between this and Survivor?
Survivor is they're all interacting with each other and voting each other off. This is they're
this
all
like
isolated.
Bear Grylls.
This is
meets
like Bear.
with
That's what it
Survivor.
sounds like. Yeah,
I see.
Bear Grylls.
Speaking of people that survive things, Alex Honnold, I have to go take back my opinion on him because he was. Remember, I was like, this guy's got Robert Durst eyes. He's
Yeah.
scary. I saw this clip of him talking about.
I maybe saw that. I maybe
two
saw.
clips.
Okay,
There's
okay.
one of him about him shitting himself.
Okay.
Where he just had to have diarrhea on,
Yeah.
on the. But another
I was on the
clip,
side of a mountain. I
a
had
clip
poop.
where he realized what he's doing mid climb. He's like, suddenly I just like was up, and I looked around, and that part of my brain kicked on, and I was like, whoa, what am I doing?
Whoa.
And there's a video of him he's so high up, obviously. And he's just like leaning back on a fucking big ass flat rock, and he's going,
I was like, what am I doing up here? Why am I doing that? You know, just all the questions all of a sudden entered my mind. Found myself like 1,800 feet off the ground. I think doubt is probably the biggest danger in soloing. Because basically as soon as you start to hesitate, then you're screwed. I just had this like mini nervous breakdown. I never had anything quite like that happen before.
Just a sec, I'm freaking out actually.
I'm kind of freaking out. I'm just gonna need a second. And I was like, oh my god,
that's interesting.
He's fully capable.
Was it the clip of him standing on a long, narrow ledge?
Yeah.
No.
It's just probably every clip.
Yeah,
No,
like
because there's one
lot of
particular
clips.
climb, and there's a famous photo of him standing, but he's like at peace.
He's looking. No, he's not at peace. He said, I'm just kind of freaking out right now. I need a second. He literally, he just went up, and went, wait a second, why am I doing this?
Whoa, that is terrifying.
Yeah, I got like Daily Motion vibes from that video.
Yeah, that's
I was like,
nice
I'm gonna
to
see a death.
He climbs at my old climbing gym sometimes when he's in town. Hollywood
Interesting.
Boulders.
Whoa.
Wait, I got a
Oh.
question. Do they do like the shape? Because you know how he did those dragons and stuff on that building? Like,
Uh-huh.
do they do that shape on the walls that he trains on? So he's like,
He
is
might have.
They had someone build it or something like that.
they
Yeah,
do,
probably.
I'm
sure they
probably.
do
do.
it. Yeah. Anyway,
I'm surprised they didn't do like any pre-show of during that live thing. They didn't do like a pre-show showing of him like doing the training. Did they?
They did a little
They
bit,
did. Okay,
very briefly.
because I started it like late, kind of late. So
They show him doing the most insane pull-up you've ever seen.
yeah, it was very Nike commercially.
He's
Oh, really?
gripping. He's gripping the sides of the like squat rack.
this
where
is so funny. We're gonna talk about Alex Honnold on every episode of this podcast.
he's the most impressive living,
Yeah.
or he's the most impressive athlete, living or dead.
Yeah.
Period.
I don't know
That's
about
what.
that, man.
That's what. Who's that right wing guy? He tweeted that too. That one like.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Who's the
I
guy?
hate that piece of shit.
Yeah,
He's got
real
a
piece of
beard,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was talking about the climbing
remember
the
what his
Taipei 101 as being the most
Yeah,
impressive
yeah.
thing.
No, I know.
He's just ignorant. Anyway, I
So you
watched
watched
a live.
Survivor,
I
alive.
watched Gladiator 2 on an airplane without headphones and captions on.
Oh, crazy!
Hold on.
That's psycho. Because that movie
Is it
sucks
like
and is
3
also
hours?
boring. Yeah, it's really.
Yeah, I
long.
watched like the first half of it, and then the flight was over. And then and then at my hotel in Mexico, I watched the second half of Sicario in Spanish.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then I also watched,
The first,
yes,
not
It's a good
Sicario
movie.
2 Day of the Soldado.
Dia del Soldado. I also watched my ex-girlfriend Erica's new TV show on Peacock called The Burbs.
How was it? Be real.
I actually skipped straight to episode 3 where she first appears because I just didn't want to wait. I wanted to get right to her and see.
Yeah, see her.
And she's so good. She
Kiss
not
her.
only is
Kiss her
she
through the screen.
camera loves her. She looks so beautiful. She's a great actress, and I'm so proud of her. And Keke Palmer's very funny. She even it's
What?
a little.
It's just funny. I like it. It's a very sweet, but it's
I'm
just making
very
me laugh.
proud of her, and
Sweet. Oh, yeah.
you know, being an actress is very hard.
Yeah.
And getting cast in things, you really are
And
1%
and
of the
you would know
1%.
because the reason why we didn't have an episode this past week, and the reason why you were in Mexico is because you were cast in a
Montezuma's
commercial.
Revenge.
And I guess what? I barely am going to be in it. Maybe I thought that I was going to, and I was cast as like a principal.
You thought you were the leading
I thought that
man.
it was because the audition had.
but it was
me-
shooting in Mexico, so
Yes.
they're not going to foreground the white guy.
Well, that has nothing to do with.
Oh,
it.
really?
They're shooting it there because it's cheaper to shoot there, hire
I see.
local
classic,
there, and all that
classic.
stuff.
I thought
But
maybe it was like a kind of a more like a Mexican beer commercial.
the audition had me, and the callback had me pretending that I'm in a bar.
Yeah.
And I'm watching a football game and like interacting with an older guy who's also a fan and like cheers. Blah, blah, blah. Wasn't the case at all. I was in a college football tailgate party, and I'm barely in it.
I said to you though, wouldn't that be how you fucking cast commercials? You just want to see if someone could do the generic commercial thing
Right.
in an anonymous
Sometimes
situation.
They're going to
do
give you
that.
the harder or the like more integral thing, and then
Yeah.
see.
There's probably
Sometimes.
like him and 6 other guys that are like, I'm about to be at a bar with that guy.
Yeah. Everyone.
Well, and
I'm
the
about to
old
do
guy,
that thing that I
the old guy wasn't the one that I did the callback with, but there was an old guy who was cast, who was on my flight, and we both got taken to the hotel at the same time, and we were both like, oh, I guess we're going to be, because he got paired up on his callback with a younger guy, and then we didn't even interact whatsoever. He was in a completely different sequence, and it's just like, all right, I guess. But anyway, that's all that I watched. Alive rocks.
I can't wait until we watch and review your commercial here on the show.
Hopefully, God willing, because I'll only get paid if I make the final cut.
Oh, really?
I
Wait,
otherwise only made like $500.
to go out there and
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah,
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that ain't bad. But you got, free trip to
it was a
Mexico.
free trip. I got to eat some tacos.
I watched
Felt nice.
Nadja, the David Lynch produced vampire shoegaze movie.
Oh, yeah.
At the Philosophical Research Society.
Oh, you went to the PRS.
That's a mouthful.
Dude, how was that?
Oh, I've been there a few times. It's cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, the great programming, cool
Yeah.
place.
I gotta
seats
remember
are a
to go
little
there.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's kind of like a Masonic gymnasium.
You saw what there too a while ago? Strosek or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Not just cool. I recommend it. It's campy, funny, strange. They use a lot of like lo-fi digital cameras for like vampire scenes. And fuck, what's that? Oh, it's gonna kill me. British actor's name. God damn.
Cillian Murphy.
He looking like
He's
a
Irish.
frog.
Oh.
He's awesome.
Oh.
He's in Mad Men.
Harris?
Yeah, he looks like Caleb Landry Jones kind of. Young him is in this. He's great.
he's Richard Harris's son.
Sorry, he looks looking like a frog.
It's oh my god,
Do
dude.
I know who this guy is? Probably not.
Fuck.
He looked like
I'm
a
gonna cut
frog
this
and he
out.
British?
We'll figure it out.
Shane's out there fucking screaming
It's,
probably.
dude, I just
I met
figured his first
Shane.
name. I met his first. Oh, that's right. I saw you.
Huge
guys
shout out to Shane. He and I saw
Jared Harris.
Jared Harris. Thank you.
the
Jared
other thing
Harris,
that I
yeah.
saw this week, I'm sorry, was Nirvana the band, the movie, the show.
Oh, he saw it too.
It was so funny.
I'm seeing it this
I
week.
enjoyed it very much.
You guys
Knowing
can
nothing about
Talk about that as well.
Sure.
Oh,
I mean, yeah, I saw that one, and it was fucking incredible. And I was hooting and hollering and laughing. It's great time at the movies. And like I'd never seen the show. I've seen a handful of episodes, but I've never, haven't fully watched the show. And I've only watched. There's like two versions of it. There's like the web series from the original days in like
From
in
2008.
2008, which is part of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's like the Vice episodes that are like 2 seasons of that from I don't know
2017. It's,
What was that?
Don't worry about it. It's a washing
America
machine.
is shutting down.
crazy. That'd be cool if America shut down
And
during the
Find out
podcast.
it's just like electronically. It's just
And we were the last like
yeah.
And the main guy
And
in
Peter
it,
Fonda. Sorry.
the main guy in it was in the Blackberry movie, and he was
yeah,
really
Matt
good in
Johnson.
that.
He's the
Yeah.
director.
Oh, he directed.
Yeah,
this
and he
one?
directed Blackberry, and he directed. They have another movie called The Dirties. He has another movie called The Dirties,
I
which
really
is
like
really great. And they made a movie that's about faking the moon landing, which is a similar. He does these like kind of documentary style, but like they play with like that. It's a documentary, but it's obviously like a
called a
story. It's
mockumentary.
fiction. I know, but it's not. No, it's not really a mockumentary. I wouldn't
know
call
what
it
you
that.
mean.
But yeah, he's talented, and
I can't wait. He's also
yeah.
doing the Anthony Bourdain movie.
Yeah, I know. I'm excited for that. And
I have to say, I haven't seen any of his work yet. I haven't seen the Blackberry movie.
Oh, you
I
haven't?
I haven't seen anything.
It's so good.
And I always like their interviews. I'm always like, oh, these guys seem cool.
Yeah,
Seem
they're
like
cool.
guys I can hang out with. But then something happens where he wears a freaking sweat headband.
Dude, that's what his thing.
in public,
cares?
and I go, no, it's I don't care. But it's just reminding me of mumblecore a little bit. It's like there's something like Duplass about it, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I start to go, I like you guys, but it's making me feel like I'm also like you guys, and we're gonna get made fun of.
yeah, no, yeah, he wears that sweat headband a lot, and sometimes,
Wears it in the Blackberry
and he kind of dresses like shit also often.
Why do you think he wears that thing? He
I
loves
don't
basketball?
really know.
Maybe
It's
he
his
sweats
thing.
a
I
lot.
don't know. It's his thing. I'm not really sure.
Maybe
He's like, I need a thing.
It's
But
comforting.
he's a funny guy. I mean, he's
I'm gonna
yeah.
wear an eye patch.
He reminds me of me a little bit, but like if it was me if it was Canadian me a little bit, in that he's like repetitive
He's
with
all
this.
of us.
Yeah, he is all of us.
I like him.
He reminds me of me, actually. I was thinking he's kind of more like me.
I haven't
Wow.
seen it, but I literally was the first one to say I think he reminds me of me.
Okay, what else did you watch?
I watched Nadja. I watched like fucking 30 minutes of the Double Life of Veronique today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, great movie.
Yeah.
I aspire
One of my
to
favorite
make movies
directors.
like that. Me too.
Yeah.
And I played fucking Arc Raiders one night from 7 p.m. till 1 in the morning
With Garrett?
Yeah, Garrett and Gabe, and that was really fun. And then it became one of those things that became just you start to feel really depressed.
Oh, when you game that much?
You're just like, I feel sick. I need to go outside. Garrett's like, want to do one more? I'm like, no, dude, I need to go on a 4-mile walk, and I did.
That's nice.
That's like when I was abusing Adderall in college, and that summer break, there was one summer break between ages like 21 and 22 where I would take Adderall at 10 a.m., 10:30 a.m. and just play Halo 3 online for like, there was 1 week I
that
remember
sounds-
where I was on it for like 16 hours a day.
Yeah.
And it would be like 4 a.m, and I'm like, all right, I gotta fucking go to bed. And I'd smoke a cigarette, and then I'd smoke pot, and I'd be like, all right, I'll wake up at like 8. I'll get 4 hours of sleep. I'd wake up at 11. I'd take Adderall, and I would do it again. And I was like, man, I feel like shit, especially because I wasn't leveling up in the game. I was just kind of like staying in the same place. So it's making me extra agitated.
That's a huge part of it. It's not that just that depressed people play those games. Those games actively make you depressed because you're never able to get to the place that you're trying to get to.
Yeah.
Like you always need 2 more things, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go find a rusted gear over there, and then you're playing for another 2 hours, and then people are killing you, and you lose all your stuff, and you're like,
and you start to suck.
Yes,
you reach your pinnacle ability, and then the game obviously it's like a bell curve.
Yeah.
It's like you find your spot on the bell curve, and then you can never ever leave it.
We're saying 2 different things, but yeah, I'm saying the game incentivizes you, making you struggle. So that
sure,
you're endlessly fucking hamster in a wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, Steve, by the way, I got to say the podcasting machine that we use at night, boy, those colors are really nice.
Really
Look
nice.
how nice those colors are.
Yeah.
It's like candy. I want to eat
We'll
it.
get a shot of those to insert it later for the pod.
Steve, what did you
So Nirvana Band the Show, which really fucking great. It's like crazy. I want to reiterate, if you have never seen the show, the movie, you could totally see the Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie. Somebody asked me that on Letterboxd, so I just saying it on here
Wow,
too.
Steve's got fans on Letterboxd.
No, I don't think so.
He does. Follow him on
It's
Letterboxd.
honestly like people who probably from here mostly. But
I'm gonna put up your Letterboxd reviews of the movies as you say what you've seen.
no. And I checked off. So I watched the 2 remaining best international film movies that were nominated for the Oscars. I had 2 remaining. The first one being The Voice of Han Rajab, which was one of them. Which, so do you guys know what that one's about?
Yeah, it's about a Palestinian girl who's trapped, and she calls 911.
But it's kind of a crazy premise because it's basically it's like the Red Crescent is like a volunteer program in Palestine or whatever where they
like
get
the Red Cross.
It's like the Red Cross, but they get emergency calls and whatever. And so they get this emergency call. And like the IDF has like shot up this car, and there's this little girl stuck inside the car, and she's there with her entire family, and they're all dead, right? And so they're like, how can we? They're like trying to get her out, and they're dealing with the bureaucracy of it, whatever. But the kind of premise of the movie is that it uses the actual recorded phone calls from the real Red Crescent. So the little girl on the line is the real little girl, and the actors are all like, it's a recreation, and it's like, and then they do some things that are like where you get like there's a part toward the end of the movie that is interesting where someone is filming in the room. They're like filming them on the phone with the little girl, and the camera is shooting the phone, and the phone is the real footage because they put it up online or whatever, and it's the real thing with the actor people in the background kind of out of focus. Anyway, interesting premise, but I have to say, and like moving and like whatever, but the movie, but
You looked at me when he said moving.
but the movie is bad. Like it's like actually just a bad movie.
My God.
Yeah, it's like really like not a well-made movie, honestly. But like
Jesus
the ideas behind it and everything like are great, and I'm like in support of it or whatever. But it's I was like, yeah, damn, this is a bad movie. It's kind of crazy. But
Do you think it's gonna win?
no, not at all.
What was the other one?
Well, so and then I saw Surat, which is
Shane also just saw that.
which is like a rave thing, but it's like a crazy like existential journey movie, kind of like Sorcerer, but like a little Buñuel, a little like Michael Haneke, a little bit Gaspar
He's such
Noé.
a fucking movie gooner.
Dude, I don't know any of these fucking
You
names,
never heard of
man.
Michael Haneke?
Can we hold on?
No.
Movie
Michael
gooner.
Haneke?
Dude, I'm goon maxing to cinema or whatever.
Well, I think you do goon movies.
You're mogging
I
me.
think you like do it in the dark of the night.
I'm Mog
He's-
Goon.
He's movie mogging me.
Okay, but hold on. Let me say what I'm saying.
let him say what
In
he's
the
saying.
dark of the night, he's got his headphones on, the gentle hum of his beer refrigerator,
Yeah.
and he's watching cinema. This guy's gooning. You are absolutely movie gooning.
That's 100% correct.
I don't understand
He's
this.
got his cat, and he's just like, he's probably got just a low drip of endorphins going through his body
Yeah.
from his brain.
And he's saying, "Feed me."
Cozy.
I don't watch good shit at home anymore, which does make me sad.
Oh, you know what else I watched?
no.
This is going to piss you off
I'm
real
sorry
fast.
I brought it up, dude.
I have to say what else I watched this week. I watched Avengers Infinity War.
What the fuck?
And Avengers Endgame.
Okay.
What, in Mexico or something?
No, at home.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Infinity War.
It's
Infinity
the
War is
second
before
to last
Endgame.
one.
Second to last.
They are comfort movies for me because they're so long.
Infinity War is the good one where they all die.
Yes.
That one is like kind of has the sick
And
ending.
Doomsday's the new one. Got
Doomsday's
it.
the new
I
one.
thought the new one was Infinity War.
He got a pre-show of
They just sent it to
Doomsday.
one
Yeah, they
guy?
sent it to Ben.
They're so... Wait, what? What are you talking about?
They sent you the new.
They sent you
Avengers.
new
Oh yeah, they
Doomsday.
sent me the new one. You know, those movies would be so good if
Such an ADD podcast.
if they cut out just some of the fucking kitschy jokes, especially Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle's like making so many jokes. His entire character is just, man, haven't you ever seen Back to the Future? That we can't do time travel, man. Like, geez, come on. And it's just like,
Joss Whedon.
can we just get a little bit more rated
That's where
R?
it started.
They
Yeah.
do say shit and
They say shit. They say fuck. They say piss.
they don't say fuck.
They say cock.
They got. They got Joss,
I love it when they
Joss
curse in
Whedon
those
to do
movies.
The first one, and he
Yeah.
kind of started that thing with them
Yeah,
being like,
it's a Joss Whedon.
well, no, because
But-
Robert
but-
Downey Jr. was doing improv in
Yeah,
Iron Man.
yeah.
But then the fucking Russo brothers are Arrested Development directors, right?
Yeah. It's all comedy stuff.
It's
all comedy, guys.
Thor went from like a legitimate like, oh, he's like a hero.
Okay,
to
but I like
he's-
the Thor stuff.
I like the Thor stuff too, but he just becomes such a dipshit clown. He's just a clown. It's all clown.
They're all
stuff.
clowns. I agree. Anyway, yeah.
Iron Man
Fucking
1
superhero movie.
Iron Man 1 though is so good.
Yeah.
And it holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Should we
Iraq.
talk about what
Iraq.
the movie is this week?
Yes, but hold on. I'm not done. I'm
Got
not
it.
done.
Sorry, Steve.
Just give me a
My
second.
mistake.
So watch the
rhythm is
Syrah.
fucked up.
Yeah, everything's fucked. No, we're fine. Watch Syrah. Syrah was really great. I endorse it. You guys should go see it. If you're gonna go see, some of those the movies nominated for the Oscars.
If you're gonna bet on Kalshi or Polymarket, you're gonna need to know what all the foreign film categories
You will.
are.
You will have to know. And then I also watched. I think maybe because Voice of High Job. I don't know. Whatever. Or just also the world that we're living in. I watched. Do you watch Louis Theroux docs ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love Louis Theroux, and I watched his doc from last year called "The Settlers." That is about the settler colony people from colonized.
Bank.
Yeah, in Palestine, and it was great. And it was like he's like he doesn't pull any punches. He's like,
great.
and he made a documentary about that called what's it called? The Ultra Zionists back in like 2014. So he's been on that shit for a while.
Did
and
you
it's
see
good
the
stuff.
trailer for his new Manosphere?
No, I haven't.
He's got a new documentary coming out on Netflix about the Manosphere, and he interviews like Sneeko and a couple other of those guys, and it looks very good.
Cool.
That's cool.
I
Makes
saw a
them-
clip today of him interviewing Jimmy Seville.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Remember we were talking about Jimmy Seville?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, but isn't he dead?
Yes, but
It was an older
a
clip.
long time
Oh,
ago.
yeah, yeah.
And Louis Theroux's following him around the house, and then he sees that his address, Louis Theroux's address, is written down on a piece of paper.
Oh.
And he's like, and then he gets really cagey about it. Not Louis Theroux, but
Jimmy Seville.
Jimmy Seville, and he's just like, I know everything. I can find out anything. I need to know that. And it's like, I'll just play it.
That's fucking
Play the clip.
Really
That
scary.
is crazy.
Yeah, and then he looks at the camera all crazy.
You
I
think
had-
Jimmy
he's
Seville
kinda
was in
like-
the Epstein files?
He's kind of like Jim sometimes from The Office.
Yeah, Jimmy Seville.
I had someone.
No.
Oh, Louis Theroux. Okay.
One
Yeah.
time,
Camera.
someone DM'd me years ago, just my address.
Oh, I remember that.
Just there's my address.
That's
And I
scary.
was like, and they're like,
What-
I don't even remember what the hell they said.
Were they cute?
No, it was.
I'm cute and I'm coming to your house.
I'm cute and I'm coming to your house. That would be scary too.
Yeah.
I'd be
Yeah,
like,
no,
oh,
no, of
great,
course.
you're
It'd be
hot
even
and scary.
scarier, probably. It'd
Yeah,
be
you're
even
gonna
scarier.
bite my penis off.
Yeah.
Dude, because you'd let him get that far. You let him get far enough that they'd be their mouth would be
Don't
on your
bite.
penis.
Don't bite, please. Don't bite. Ah, you bit my penis.
Wait. Oh.
Go ahead.
Well, and then obviously we watched. I was gonna say we watched Wuthering Heights, but I was gonna say I was annoyed because I didn't have the time to go see. I really wanted to see Pillion, the new Alexander Skarsgård thing, the like British like sort of like dom sub gay relationship biker movie, which is people have been saying is really great. I wish I would have seen that, and I'm sure it was better than as a horny, sexy rom-commy movie than Wuthering Heights. I know Wuthering Heights is not a rom-com.
Or the hockey gay.
Yeah. And I wish we
I
would.
told my dad I was going to see Wuthering Heights. He said, you should just see the gay hockey thing. And I said, that's a TV show. He goes, I don't know anything.
That's funny. And then I wish we would have seen, and I'm planning on seeing it this week, is the Gore Verbinski.
I want to see that.
I'm really excited for it.
What is it?
I used to be
Good
a
luck,
Verbinski
don't die,
head.
have fun.
Oh yeah,
I'm really excited.
Sam
for it.
Rockwell.
Yeah, Sam Rockwell.
God, he's my fucking favorite. I love Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, I do too.
Anyway.
I do too. And Dylan, what you got to like shout it out there for a second. But Gore Verbinski, I definitely used
I was
to
a Verbinski
love.
head.
Yeah, I
I
loved
couldn't
him.
wait for his BioShock movie. He was
Oh
gonna
yeah,
do.
yeah, dude, he's great. I mean, he has a good visual style, and like the Ring movie, the Ring remake is great. The first two Pirates are great.
Yeah, Rango.
That Rango, great. The Cure of Wellness and Being, I really
Shout
like.
out Ryan Edgington. He gave me a Rango making of book when we were in high school, and he just drew cum and dicks all over Rango and wrote Rango did 9/11. He drew the Twin Towers. It was just the Twin Towers and dicks and cum with Rango.
I had a.
So maybe I'll show that.
When I was in
You still have it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah,
when
that's
I was
great.
in sixth grade history class, it was all about ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, and the kid who sat next to me, his name was Carlos, and he and I don't know.
Mencia?
Yes, Steve, it was Carlos Mencia.
You're old enough. You could have gone to school
Shut
with Carlos
up.
My
Mencia.
No.
Mencia was hilarious.
Yeah.
He sat next to me, and I don't know how it started, but we both got into this rhythm of drawing Pac-Man with massive veiny penises.
Nice.
Like full on, it would just be like I would draw one as big and like detailed
Yeah.
and veiny as
Do you have any
possible.
images of that?
That's awesome.
Dude, you were on the same tip as Ryan Edgington. Not just that Rango,
Just-
but he used to draw Spider-Man with his legs like spread apart and you see his asshole and his dick. And it was literally, he had tears coming down his face. We had like a film class. We'd be watching literally Citizen Kane. And his whole thing was he didn't count watching movies like in parts as watching movies.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's like, because we'd watch.
Oh yeah, you watch
30
part of
minutes
it.
of Citizen Kane a day. And we'd be watching all weekend. He's like, fuck that, I actually like movies. So he would just sit there and draw Spider-Man with his
Yeah.
dick.
And, like, watch it
and
on
he'd
his
just
own
show it
time.
to me. And literally, I remember him crying.
That's
Me
funny.
and
At
Carlos
his
would
own
be
art.
cracking up. And
That's
then
what I
one
love.
time we forgot and left them at our desk.
Yeah.
And we like came back from lunch or something, and our teacher like had them and was like,
That's awesome.
"What is this?" And we were like, "Oh, we're just messing around."
You kind of had a super bad moment.
Yeah,
sort of.
exactly.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
Jesus.
"Hey, what is this? That's Pac-Man, clearly with a fucking huge ass
Yeah.
dick.
Yeah.
But it was
What else would it be?
anyway, Wuthering Heights, Emerald Fennel, starring
Speaking of big veiny
Yeah,
dicks,
speaking
right?
of
No,
big
I'm just
veiny
kidding.
dicks.
No, there's no fucking dicks in the movie, dude, which is a major issue for me.
It's
Tighter.
You loved me. You loved me. Then what right had you to leave me?
I fell asleep during
He fell
the movie.
asleep. I looked at him fucking 10,
I'm gonna get a beer.
12 minutes in, and I was fully awake. And
I was asleep about 45 minutes into it.
That's not true.
No, I didn't fall asleep until about 45 minutes.
That
in.
is not true.
I swear to God, it's true.
You were the one asleep. I was looking at you, brother. I was watching that movie and I was going, God, I'm kind of fucking tired. They were still kids when you fell asleep, weren't they?
No, I swear to God, they were adults by then.
Okay,
I promise.
They were adults, but they weren't.
You might have been looking over when I was just taking a second and like.
Okay, hold on. I'm thinking, I'm getting kind of tired. I'm surprised because I'm imagining even people that were very excited about this movie and like loved all of her other work, whatever, just like ready to be provocatorized, were like, shit, they had to probably lie to themselves and be like, I'm not sleepy. There's nothing tired about me right now. Because I was like, I'm sleepy. And then I look over at you, fully asleep. Fully
And I
asleep.
woke up
I just
and
said a whole lot of nothing.
I woke up toward what I thought was the end. I was like, awesome. There's probably 15 minutes left. There was another like 45 fucking minutes of this goddamn thing. And
That's good.
boy.
Well, then at least you watched more of it for the podcast.
Well,
for
then
our-
I had
for our
to
listeners.
I had to get filled in by Shane and Dylan. Like, okay, what?
He's like,
happened?
how did he get rich? I'm like, they don't tell you.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
So
Ben's
they're
worst
they're
nightmare.
they're he,
They don't tell you how a guy got rich.
That's awesome. That's good.
So let's really quick go over the synopsis. Margot Robbie is
Go on, freaking
Wikipedia, dude.
Go on Wikipedia. You find the synopsis.
Okay, well,
or
I mean,
whatever.
we
What's the
still
thing?
should
What's the
tell
thing that you do?
people.
Go ahead,
What's
go
the
ahead,
thing that
tell
you do
him.
in school to cheat?
Wait, we don't have the guy that fell asleep. Tell him.
I know that's what I
No,
agree.
yeah, let me
What's the
try.
thing that you do in school to cheat?
Look at
The
people's
freaking
dads.
thing that's like tells you how
notes?
tells you a
Cliff notes?
book.
Ask them what the
Cliff
answers
notes.
are.
Cliff notes, yeah, Cliff notes.
Draw the little answers in a clear pen and put it.
yeah.
Yeah. I got.
Oh, dude, and spell. No, not spelling.
Write it on your shoe.
Tests. Some tests I remember early in elementary school, I would drop my test on the ground, and I
Wow.
think I had something. Maybe, and I would like find it. And
All right,
look
Ben.
it
So
up.
what's
Anyway.
Wuthering Heights about?
Yeah, what's
Wuthering
Wuthering
Heights is about a
Guy who fell asleep for most of the
Emerald
movie.
Fennell's. By the way, Emerald Fennell's Wuthering Heights. Not the-
Margot Robbie is the daughter of a, I would say, upper middle class guy in this era. What era is this? Early 1800s?
It's Victorian.
Victorian era.
17 to 17.
He's a landowner, but he's a drunk and he's a bit of a
Gambler.
he's
Gambler.
a gambler and he's an asshole. And one day he comes home with a little boy who he like found on the street.
A young black boy.
Who he say?
Jacob Lordy, young black
He's
boy.
not black. He was like
No, I'm hinting at some of the controversy
Gypsy.
around the
Yeah,
film.
no,
but
it's
anyway,
funny.
we'll talk
Barely
about it.
controversial.
We'll talk about
So
it.
anyway,
He saves him from his abusive father. Is what he
yes.
says.
Yeah.
And then he himself becomes abusive to young Jacob Elordi, who is obviously illiterate and at first kind of mute. And she treats him, little Margot Robbie treats him as a pet and like, I'm going to take care of you.
Little boy,
And she
by the way,
names
is
him, by the way. She
Yeah.
names him
Her dead brother.
after her dead brother. Yeah.
and she
Heathcliff.
names him Heathcliff.
You saw that part?
Yes. I shall call you Heathcliff. And he's just like, brr, brr.
Yeah.
On the Tim Burton directing Taylor Swift ass set.
Yeah, literally.
And they're like best friends and they're inseparable, but they're
you know, the
also
little
like,
boy was Kid from Adolescence. Just putting that out there.
Oh wow.
Mr. Awards.
Young Heathcliff was Mr. Awards with the futuristic suit,
Mr. Awards with a futuristic suit.
futuristic gray suit.
The rest of his career.
And on this podcast, the Kid from Adolescence is Mr. Awards to us.
No, but with the futuristic suit.
Yeah, he's got the futuristic suit.
Oh
Mr.
man!
Awards.
And then we cut to them being older, and he's essentially like a farmhand slave kind of guy. He's all greasy and dirty, and he's got a beard, and he's got wild hair. And he still lives in the same little outhouse,
And he's tall.
farmhouse,
He's tall.
Attic
He's
area.
tall.
He's really tall.
And she's like, I'm going to find a husband
I'd like to
because
say-
there's a wealthy guy moves in like next door essentially.
Yeah.
You know who he was?
Edgar.
He was Clem Fandango from the Toast of London. That show, The Toast of London.
I never saw that.
Okay. Some people out there,
British
will
people
know
make me sick to my
Clem
stomach.
Fandango, and that guy was so funny. He's just got a funny face. But she goes over there because she's like, I need to be taken care of because my dad's starting to flounder.
And he's not played by a white man.
No.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
yeah.
So
Well,
that's
okay.
how long I
No, we got
lasted
it, we
because
got
I
it.
got
We will
up
talk
until
about all this stuff.
I got up until she like sneaks into his little area and he finds her and then
fucked up
she
her ankle.
stays there for like a few weeks and there's one point where she pranks Jacob Elordi because he pranks her by sticking her in a tree. And then he goes home and he's like, time for me to sit down on my bed after a long day working the fields.
Oh no, it's sexual eggs.
And then he plops his big booty down.
But it's because
Yeah,
because
he sits on eggs.
He does that to her first, I think, doesn't he?
No.
Oh no, she does it to him. You're right.
He
you're
sticks her in the tree.
I love that.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. Just
And then he's all
clowning
horny.
on someone's sexuality is fucking weak, obviously. But like her thing with like ooey
No,
gooey
no,
shit
dude.
is
Oh,
like.
yeah.
I what did I say to you? I was like, it reminds me of a girl that they were like, growing up, they'd be like, ew, moist. Don't say moist.
Yeah,
Emerald
moist.
Fennell's be like,
No,
actually,
it's like
I quite
I like that
I
moist.
quite
No,
like
but
the
it's
word
also
moist,
it also
actually.
well, I guess we'll get
actually
into
kinda
we'll
good.
get into that, but I don't think any of that
Dude,
the
don't
sexuality of that
fucking-
makes
I
fucking
tried to do
sense.
a joke.
Oh,
You
sorry.
just start talking over the entire
sorry.
thing.
Sorry, dude. I'm sorry.
Actually, I had something to
No,
say.
I'm
Anyway,
sorry, I'm
hang
sorry,
on,
I'm
I'm
sorry. You're right.
finishing.
I'm
Start
sorry.
listening.
So he sits
Open
on the
your ears.
eggs, and then
I'm
he's
sorry.
like looking out the window at her, and she's all busty and stuff, and he's just like, egg. He sticks his fingers in the eggs, and he's like getting turned on. I
Yeah,
guess.
He's like, it's like pussy eggs.
Yeah,
Pussy
like
eggs, I guess.
yeah. Pussy
And then,
juice, cum.
yeah,
Pussy
I fell
juice,
asleep.
cum, schmegma.
Thank you.
It's like make my egg.
I fell asleep, and then I woke up, And all of a sudden, he's back in town, but he's well dressed.
Oh, kind of a perfect time to wake up.
He's clean shaven. And I'm like, whoa, he's rich now? And he's also taken his own kind of wife, who is the best part of the movie.
Yes, I agree. Can I interject?
Yes.
When he returns with his swoopy haircut and he looks like the freaking Nietzsche on a stone. He looks exactly like that. I'll put it right there.
Nietzsche on a stone? Like Nietzsche
the book where the guy, it's a famous
the
painting.
fucking book.
Whatever, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Wall Street reference. The book, motherfucker. The book.
Right when he shows up with that haircut, the audience went,
I know. Well, he's got this mist and
loved it.
fog, and he's.
Our entire theater was women.
yeah.
Oh no!
It was all women than the three of
No,
us.
dude.
Terrible, dude.
Should I say about my accidental faux pas right now? Do you remember what happened?
Yeah.
No, tell me.
Should I just
Yeah,
spoil
do
the
it.
movie?
Yeah, of course.
Just
Of course.
heavy spoil.
We're gonna spoil the movie. It's also a
We
book.
always spoil the movie.
It's also an old fucking
Here's
book,
I
so there's
I
no spoilers.
But this movie, she just dies, and then it just goes directed by Emerald Fennell, and I went by accident. And
Nice.
This was the first sound in the whole theater, and then everyone laughed.
That's
I didn't mean
funny.
to.
That's funny. That's
She was
good.
covered in leeches, and then she just dies. And
Good. You taught all those women a lesson.
Anyway.
She bleeds out of her vagina to death.
Oh,
She's
come on.
pregnant.
Yeah, because she has.
Whose
What
baby
does she
was
have?
it? Whose baby was it?
I think it's.
I fucked up. You were supposed to keep going with the plot. I just
Well, then,
threw us to the end.
then he's got his wife. What was her name? Jessica.
Who has his wife?
Who do you
Oh,
think?
yeah. You saying, but that kind of
Jacob
happens
Elordi.
later. You kind of went whatever. You went
asleep.
over some stuff, but
I was asleep.
I think
you guys will
He was
film me.
asleep.
he gets. Her name is Isabella, the
Isabella,
character,
and she is
Allison
awesome.
Oliver, who is dating Josh O'Connor, and she is the best part of that movie.
She's the
far.
best
Yeah.
part of the
Her
movie.
and their dad was the dad was pretty
The
good.
dad guy, drunkard guy. Yeah,
Isabella is so horny for Jacob Elordi. She will do whatever he asks of her.
including pretending to be a dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
hottest thing in the
he's
movie.
like,
Kind
listen,
as a
of
dog.
low key. I was more that
agree.
the sexuality of that relationship. I was so much more interested
Oh, yeah.
in. I was like, this is so much more engaging and
Yeah.
whatever. You
so
know,
basically, Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie love each other, but they don't want to. They're too cowardly to be with each other for their reasons.
I didn't even understand their love for a
So
single
they just
second.
kind of
I didn't
torture
understand
each
why.
other. They just kind of
Wait, he
torture.
said something important. You didn't what?
I just like I didn't understand it. Like there was nothing that made me feel like anything throughout the entire movie.
Interesting.
Yeah, because if it's about money, why don't you just get back with Jacob Elordi now? He has his own money.
It's
Whatever.
It's
Keep
true.
going with this, and I'll get into all the other shit. I
Yeah,
have lots.
yeah.
I have lots
so
to say, but
I'm almost done here. So
Yeah.
they just torture each other for the remainder of the movie. Jacob Elordi is illiterate still somehow, and has his wife Isabella.
Is he still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he has her write the letters.
That's crazy.
He's basically texting her,
You're right,
being
you're
like,
right. But it's
Probably
like
killed a guy, dude. He probably killed a guy
to
put
get
on
all the
his
money.
clothes.
That's because
Yeah,
I was
don't
thinking
know.
like he would have had. Like I'm like, he should be smart if he has all that money. Because like,
"Sure, you got to
smart-
be smart to get it back
smart
then."
people have money, dude.
So he's basically texting her repeatedly, saying like, "Hey, you up?" And then also like, "Yeah, but
Nice.
I'm actually cool."
That would have
and
been more interesting if the movie was anachronistic in that way. Like
Yeah.
if it was like real, like tech, like
And she
that.
watched his
Yeah.
story to death.
Yeah.
She watched his story of him and his wife, and she was just like
Yeah.
fucking died from being in
She's
pain.
basically watching his Instagram stories.
Yeah.
And she's too
Psychically.
Yeah.
They're both too stubborn to like one. They both know, but they're both not making a move.
And she gets sepsis.
And then she
Is that what
gets
it is or
sepsis
something?
from being inactive, from being so depressed of just sitting in bed looking at his Instagram.
No, it's because she had a miscarriage, but like
Yeah.
So, but it like wasn't treated or like she didn't
said
see
the
the
baby
doctor.
died a long time ago, and
She didn't crap it out.
Hong Chow
That's not what happens, dude. Be respectful about miscarriages.
Hong Chow was like, I thought she was just saying that, and then he's like, "You monster!"
yeah.
Yeah, and then she bleeds
Hong
out.
Chow did the thing. Remember that?
Yes, her name was in that.
Yeah, Hong Chow.
Are you
Hong
sure?
Chow.
The
Did the
Hong
thing.
Chow. She's in. And she's like, you know, the what's it called? What's the thing? It's like
Yeah, Jessica.
Viola Davis
did the thing.
did the thing. The woman king. What's the fucking girl's name who did that shit? One of the worst moments I've ever seen in my whole life, dude.
Angela Bassett.
It's Angela Bassett
Yeah.
did the thing. Viola Davis, the woman king. And then she goes, Hong Chow, Michelle Yeoh, and she's doing the thing.
She's trying to vogue, right?
And it's funny because she's a talented singer, and it
Angela Bassett did the
sounds
thing.
like shit.
I know her name.
What the
too.
fuck is her name? She was great in West Side Story, where I first saw her.
Anyway, then Margot Robbie dies, and Jacob Elordi's like, "I've got to get there. I've got to ride the horse," and he rides the horse across the lands, and he's like, "I've got to get there," but it's too late, and she's dead. She's bled to death out of her
And
pussy.
then just cuts to black.
Yeah.
Well, no, they lay.
He kisses her, and he goes,
then
"I'm always gonna love you."
It cuts back. No, it cuts back to the thing in the past.
Where
When the little
boy
kids-
goes, "I'm
where
always
he
gonna love
says,
you."
I'm going to love you forever until the day that I die," and then he thinks she's asleep, and then it shows her mouth, and she smiles. Remember that? And then the shot from above where it's like the little kids laying with each other, and it's the same shot when he's laying with her as she's dead.
I will
Yeah.
say, Margot Robbie did her damnedest to make me feel the love that she had for that character, and that she was receiving love from him. And in my opinion, like, I wouldn't say either of their performances were like phenomenal, but I did understand, because you said I didn't understand, you personally didn't understand like their connection at all. I felt like there's so many, they both look obviously great in a close-up.
Yeah, they look
there were
pretty.
so many good close-ups of her looking kind of up at him,
Yeah.
where I was like,
Too far up.
I do get it. I get what this is, and you're doing a lot of work here that the director is kind of almost obfuscating with a lot of the stuff.
She masturbates in a scene, and he stumbles upon her, and she goes, "Oh!"
Yeah.
I thought she was kind of bad.
Well, I did it
I thought,
first.
I thought they were both pretty bad.
I think it was like,
and like just miscast.
I kind of
frankly.
think it was like this. Like there were certain scenes where they really, I think it did click.
Yeah.
And
I
then there were
agree.
I know what you
certain
mean.
ones, Yeah.
I think, frankly, and this is a tough thing to say. She's too old. She's too old for the.
What?
She's too old for the
Excuse
part.
you?
For the part.
No,
for the
no.
part.
That's
Totally
true.
disagree.
That's
Dude, she's 35 years old.
the girl's supposed to be like
and,
what?
and it's like
17?
she's
I
doing
didn't
stuff.
know that.
She's
I
doing
didn't
stuff like
care.
these things. Like so, like I think I was thinking about other movies like this that are like better movies, right? Like the Joe Wright Pride and Prejudice. Get away from me, dude! I'll punch you in the. I'll cut your throat, dude.
You're holding the mic right here.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, that
Everyone
directed
hears
at
me.
you.
Comment. I hear Steven. Actually, I do want to give a shout. I do want to give a shout out to one of my favorite people leaving comments under the videos. Got somebody named Bognant or Bognant.
And they always click
And
like Sturb.
They
or
always
they
go like,
misspell it,
they always go like, Sturb was making, or like Stive or whatever was making a good point, but I couldn't quite hear him.
Yeah, good stuff.
Funny bit, keep it up. I like it, and I guarantee the comment is going to be like, I really appreciated Starve, saying something nice about me, but I couldn't really quite hear him. Anyway,
That's
good
very
bit. I
funny.
like it.
Okay, go on. Too old.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, so like Pride and Prejudice, Joe Wright. You guys ever seen that one with Keira Knightley?
Long time ago.
Truly a
Another
great
filmmaker. What was wrong with me in high school? I was like, "Ooh, Joe Wright's got a new movie."
But
Gore Verbinski's got a new
But the thing
movie.
is the thing is,
Dean.
Pride and Prejudice is great
Yeah.
and really fucking good. And I don't know, a few thoughts that I had during this movie is like that movie and a lot of movies of this ilk, like these sort of Victorian-ish or generally right around their era movies. What makes them so good is that because of the like cultural mores of that time period.
You mean mores?
Is that how you say it?
More, yeah. Go
No,
on. No, it's
whatever.
more. I promise.
Okay.
Anyway, it requires them to be. They're always like subtext because like the people can't say and do what they actually want to say and do. So like the passion is this yearning passion of like. There's a classic shot that everyone talks about with Pride and Prejudice where it's like he briefly touches her hand and then like it shows his hand and he pushes
Just
puts
like,
it out. You know.
Fuck yeah.
And it's like
So
that's
great.
more like sexual than like any amount of like explicit fucking and fingering and whatever.
It's a lot
you
more
could- you-
implied.
yeah,
You're right. The tension is
and that's so much more sexual. And so I was thinking a lot about that with this, where it's like Emerald Fennell is just like, but they're gonna like fucking suck each other's fucking tits and eggs, and and she just says
and
that,
bread.
and it's like I don't know, and it's so it just feels like. There's no juice. I was watching the movie and I was like, this is just so juiceless. There's like no heat
Speaking
here.
of the subtext, though, isn't it like when you're watching this, aren't you thinking, why can't they just leave? He's rich now. Why can't she just leave this guy?
Yeah.
Like the subtext was that there was a race thing going on in the book.
Right.
I think everybody's
That's
talked
it.
about
Yeah, that's
that.
it, yeah.
We don't have to, because I haven't read it, so I don't know too much about it, but I understand implicitly that makes this incredibly more dramatic and make a lot
I agree.
more sense.
It would be so much more interesting
Yeah.
if there was like so apparently I didn't realize there's been a fuck ton of versions of this. Like I knew that there was a one from like the 30s.
Andrea Arnold.
I knew that one. So I knew the Andrea Arnold one, which
Yeah.
has a black character as
Yeah.
Heathcliff, and I knew there was the 30s one with Laurence Olivier, I think, and those were the two that I was like, those are the big ones. But apparently, there's a ton of other versions too.
Okay.
But it's like one of those things that like people. It's like one of those like it's almost like Shakespeare, which like
People just do their version.
People
of it.
do their version all the time, and I do. So apparently in the book, I've also never read the book. I've never seen any other version of it, so I'm totally ignorant. But I tried to go into the movie as ignorant as possible, so I could be like, does the movie just work on its own terms?
Sure.
But then after I looked up a few things and saw like what people were saying and writing.
Technically, they're half siblings, according to Shane.
Yes.
Well, yes,
Yes. That's
and
also.
and it's like
crazy.
her naming him after her dead brother. The sort of like there's
inferred that they're actual
that
half-siblings.
incestual aspect is interesting. Yes, and I think probably yes, there could be something that like the dad was out there philandering and whatever, and like brought back a kid because it was like what you're saying, like
Yeah.
so they're half siblings. But I guess in the book, and this has been a point of controversy over the past few weeks, like or whatever, leading up to the movie. He's described often as like dark skinned and blah 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 blah. But then apparently other times in the books he's described as like lighter than you could ever imagine, like whatever. So it's a kind of confusing apparently, but scholars have been studying it. Whatever. There's a lot of talk of like, is he like part of like the Roma, like gypsy type thing,
That's
or
what I
is it
thought the
like
consensus
Italian maybe? Because it's like back then people used to be like, Italians were like darker skinned people. There's even some apparently scholars who are like it's just Irish, like he could just be Irish because Irish were seen, are like an oppressed
Inferior,
people basically
And they
throughout
are.
history.
Emerald Fennell should address this directly because she clearly thought about this. She read the book.
But she apparently didn't was like I just thought it was like a sexual thing and like didn't address it. Which there's a funny history of it. Like I found myself thinking about like Sofia Coppola's Beguiled, which like takes place in like Civil War South, and like they're in the original Beguiled movie with Clint, which is a great fucking movie. There's like a black character that's like a big part of it, and that movie is like so much more thorny and interesting than the Sofia Coppola version.
Mm-hmm.
And this felt similar where, like he's Jacob Elordi, the whitest white man you could ever fucking see, basically. And there is something that like if she would have gone the route of making him playing that like the race element as part of it, because he gets fucking whipped by the dad. You've got Hong Chow. You've got the other guy. So it's like this like weird. She's shooting herself in the foot by like doing blind
She's
race casting, but
she's
then
cutting
not
off the
addressing.
tension. She's changing history, I guess.
It's just
Which is
weird
like-
and
but that's-
interesting. I don't know.
It removes all of the all of that tension that's necessary for it to feel like there's stakes.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just like
Otherwise you fall asleep.
Otherwise, you're just like, why don't you just leave your
Just-
husband and be with him?
It is shocking how genuinely boring this movie is.
Oh, it's so boring.
It is. I was so surprised because that seems like something that all the people involved in this would have flagged right away. I haven't seen any of her movies, but I'm like,
They're all terrible, and they're all boring.
The last thing I expected
Yeah.
was that for it to just drag on. The sets feel empty, which I know is intentional, but doesn't feel totally intentional.
No.
It feels like a mistake. It feels like a music video where they were like,
She's trying to go for like old Hollywood, like where you can tell that the sets are sets,
Of course. Yeah,
But it's
artifice.
It all feels so false and phony and weird and boring.
The crafts people did do a good job, and
Yeah.
I understand what she's trying to do. Like, there's moments where her wardrobe changes so literally with her emotional state. Like, she's in all white, and then Heathcliff comes back. Next thing, she's still in all white, but she's got like a sexy black corset directly over it.
Right.
And then she fucks with that girl. Forgot we were talking about her. That's
Isabella.
She's like, he would never like you, bitch. And then it cuts to her, and she's wearing the white dress, and now there's the blood from the red floor is climbing up her dress.
Yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like, they spent so much time focusing on that, and it's all cool and good.
Yeah.
But it's storytelling-wise, it seems like it really fucking struggles
The marketing
in a
for
basic
this
way.
Yeah.
I know I talk about marketing a lot because it really, for me, I pay attention. And I'm like, okay, so I know what I'm getting into here. They make it seem like it's like this. What is the tagline?
Well, they're saying it's the greatest love story ever told, which I also find weird because
It's not.
The
No,
music,
yeah.
we should have paid more attention, or at least me. I should have paid more attention to the music when they first released the Charlie XCX John Cale song.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that it's not sexy. I'm gonna think I'm gonna die in this house. Yeah, she did die in the house.
Yeah.
They tell you right at the top.
No, it's
Also,
more
that
of a
music was good.
Well,
I
It's
like
more of
that
a
music.
gothic romance, right? Which is a little bit different, but
Did you like that music?
It was okay.
fine.
The tagline is the tagline for this movie was "Come Undone," and I was like, "Ooh,
Oh,
it's
was
going to
it?
be them
That's
like
funny.
breaking the rules and being naughty and doing what they shouldn't do, and they just can't keep their hands off of each other. They're defying all of the rules. They're breaking societal norms. They're defying what their parents are telling them." Did you just fart? Oh, I thought that you. I thought that was funny if you had farted.
I cleared my throat.
And I thought it was going to be all about like nothing can keep these two star-crossed lovers apart. And then it's just like they're just kind of like subtweeting each other. The
Yeah,
entire
and they're
movie.
awful.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was quite funny when Hong Chau was like, "You two are despicable. You're horrible.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
terrible." I was like, "Thank you."
No,
I was like,
yeah.
"These two are fucking the worst. They deserve each other. Go off.
Yeah.
Leave everybody else alone,
But
please."
I don't give a
You guys
shit
are
about their
awful.
love or whatever at all.
I don't. It's just
But I
like,
also
yeah,
just
fuck
thought-
each other, be with each other.
I just thought it was so I just never felt like all this. I thought it was like a genuinely weird movie. Like everything felt off from the beginning. Like it just felt like nothing.
Yeah,
felt,
that fucking hanging scene where everybody's. I thought they set up the townspeople as being an essential part of the story. Where like
That's so
everybody in
dude,
this, everybody
that
in
is
this era is twisted. Everybody's
What are
got
you
this
talking
weird.
about?
Everybody gathering around, being like, "Ha ha ha! We're gonna watch this guy hang."
Oh,
the
right.
nuns looking at his
Yeah,
boner
yeah,
all
yeah,
tantalized. Dude, that is just that's a literacy problem in your end. That's just like an album opening with like overture. That's just them being like, we're setting up the world.
I
Like,
disagree. I felt like it was setting up the world as like, oh, this is like a depraved kind of era of the Victorian era where everybody's just like nihilistic and like death is sexual and everything is
But
sexual
it did
and we
serve
don't
that
care.
function. It did. It was just like a tone setting. It's like
Sure,
it was
but
her,
then
like,
there was
dropping the
none of
mic.
that.
The whole tone of it is her just being like, "I'm Emerald Fennel. This is my version of this era. Drop the mic." And I was like,
But
it's still weak sauce.
It's
But
so
then-
corny. Yeah, it's so
weird.
lame.
There was
Yeah.
no revisitation of that
Well,
later.
that's the whole movie. Is like, but here's the thing. It feels like Emerald Fennell has seen other better movies that are about like the correlation between sex and violence, like a Cronenberg or whatever, or like I don't know. A lot of people have been watching In the Realm of the Senses. You guys ever seen that movie, In the Realm of the Senses? Japanese movie, great movie. Anybody watch it? But like,
Gooner.
but her movies have
Fucking gooner.
absolutely,
her movies have no like they're just I don't know
the
that
perfect thing to do now.
they're
Yeah.
they're juiceless. Do you guys not feel like it's like there's like I just felt no heat. There was like
Yes,
no
yeah,
heat
no heat,
whatsoever,
no heat.
and her like horniness was like. It, like you know, I said this, and you right. I mean, I said like I felt like I said this on Letterboxd. I said like elevated, like horny wine mom fan fiction, basically.
I commented in quotes elevated.
Which I think was a good point because that is what I meant. Like it's elevated only in the sense that I think the movie feels that it has a better like a era of prestige more than those kinds of like
It's
Daniel Silva.
self-inflated.
Yeah,
Self-inflated.
self-inflated.
I was gonna comment, but then I deleted it. I think I had a couple drinks when I made that comment. What I was actually gonna say is wine moms take more interesting craps than this movie.
Absolutely no, but that's the thing is I respect the like Daniel Silva shit
held
way
back.
more than this.
Who's Daniel Silva? Steve?
One of those like classic like romance novel people who like you know housewives with their dead horrible marriages can like read
We're
it.
probably turning Emerald Fennel on right now if she's listening. She loves this shit.
Is she British?
She loves being fucking humiliated.
Is she? I got to see what she looks
She's
like.
probably getting absolutely horned
oh
up.
boy.
I'm imagining she's Asian for some reason.
No, she's not. She's a white, rich British lady.
Yeah, white, rich
and so,
British
and which also makes it weird because she's so obsessed about telling stories about class,
That's what pisses people off. Yeah.
and she's never dealt with class issues in her entire life. She's
Well,
just.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I
I know. I guess
can't-
it's not.
I've
It's not
only
fair to
heard
comment on
hearsay.
someone's life, but like I don't really
know. I could understand being sold on this project if you're Margot Robbie and Jacob Elordi. I
Totally.
wonder how they feel about it because to me, this is there is probably a more interesting movie in it.
Absolutely.
The editing is quite poor.
Dude, she's a terrible filmmaker. She's literally one of the worst filmmakers I've ever seen in my entire life. Dude,
With this,
I find she does
all these movie
she does
stars, I'd be
she
like,
does beautiful
"Oh, yeah, sure."
beautiful shots, but they all are just like nothing to me. They're nothing. And like Linus Singren,
Good-
very
it's good
talented.
production design.
Right, the production design great. Linus Singren, great cinematographer. The movie looks good, But like, yeah, her editing and the way she frames things and just blocks things out in a sequence is just like illegible and like just dog shit. Like it just doesn't make me feel anything. I feel nothing.
It felt like a cheap way to,
and they're cheap, yeah.
It felt like a cheap way to capitalize on the sorry to use the word again, but to capitalize on the social capital of Jacob Elordi right now. Him being, okay, we're gonna take the hottest guy right now and make him into a sexual fantasy. What?
I think he's too tall. That's my hot take. I think he's just too tall. And I looked at him. Here's what I was thinking. Here's a bit I was thinking about. I looked at him and I went, freak, burn. Like I was like, he is Frankenstein monster. We gotta fucking burn him out of the stake, dude.
That's why they like
Dude,
him,
he's
man.
too tall.
Give me a break.
That's
He's
not a
6'5".
good. No, it's
I told you.
6'3".
no, it's a freak. Freak height.
When we left, we're all walking out. Ben's still kind of groggy, and then he's just being nice. He opens the door for a group of women. And I
there's
saw
two
one of
women,
them.
yeah.
I saw one of them look at him and go like, "Heathcliff."
Yeah.
She literally
Nice,
was like,
'cause you were kinda tall?
He holds the door.
She did. I was like, damn, she's cute, and she gave me a
No, it was like turned up to 11, and I'm not the kind of person that would make something of something that
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
have.
yeah, sure.
She was just like, and I was like, dude, you could stand there all day,
Yeah.
and just hold the door open for women that saw Wuthering Heights because you're
That's
tall.
funny. Yeah.
And then we walked in the same direction to the parking garage, and I was like, damn, I should have.
You followed her.
What did that guy say
You
to me?
followed her to her car in the dark
Sorry to
parking garage.
diverge. What did that guy say to me when we were walking up? The guy goes, "You look like."
He just stopped you, and he goes, "You look like the lawyer on season 2 of
the Lincoln
Lawyer."
You look like the attorney on season 2 of the Lincoln Lawyer. And I said, "Oh, I haven't seen it." And he said, "It's on Netflix."
It was so funny. He was a black guy in his 30s, and he had on like a messenger bag and just real friendly. All of a sudden, hey, you look like the guy on season 2 of the Lincoln Lawyer.
That's funny.
Check it out. And someone was like, "Oh, cool." It's on Netflix.
He didn't even say check it out. I just said I haven't seen it, and he goes, "It's on Netflix."
Yeah. Just
Hey, and he was all smiles. You look like the lawyer on Lincoln
The
Lawyer.
attorney.
The attorney.
maybe
on
he
Lincoln
thought
Lawyer.
that's who you were.
I think that is what happened. I
So
think
he was
like,
hoping-
he was excited.
he was
and
hoping
then he
for
was
a
already
moment
about to
of-
talk, and
yeah.
then he said, "You look
Yeah.
like."
Can we stop going to the Burbank AMC? By
Yeah,
the way,
man, I hate
can we
that
go
shit.
to the? We gotta go to the.
Why? I like the
Americana.
Burbank.
It's gross,
it.
dude. It's a fucking disgusting
What?
ass theater. It's
I like the
gross.
Americana better.
Americana is way more disgusting and
That's
gross.
insane.
What?
It's way worse.
They
That's
have
a
the
way
fountain-
worse
wait,
theater.
I'm sorry, Fountain or Batman?
I choose Batman any day.
Exactly. That's why you're a freaking pig.
All right, boys. Let's get around to our ratings. Steve, what do you give this?
I give it a
movie?
thumbs down. I'm giving it a negative 200. It made me want to kill myself.
I give it a thumbs. I give it a sideways thumb.
Oh, bullshit.
Sideways thumb.
Dude, you're such
you
full-
fucking
you fell asleep.
centrist,
Yeah, okay, you're
lib,
right.
fucking tard
I'm gonna give it-
motherfucker,
I'm
dude. I'll
gonna
kill
give
you.
it-
I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. Actually,
Disqualified, you fell
Well,
asleep.
because I didn't
even
see
watch it.
half of it. I give it a thumbs down, and I give it a 300.
You're a centrist, dude. You're just
Shut
playing. Oh, who's gonna, who's gonna give me money? Which
Shut up.
lobbyists can I?
I'm giving it a 320 only because both Jacob Elordi and Margot Robbie and Isabella were such a pleasure just to look at. They're all just so beautiful, and I really appreciate it.
Beautiful people.
Beautiful people.
I give it a thumbs down, and I give it a 411.
50.
What? 450?
No, 50. It should just be 50.
It should just be 50.
It should be 50 or lower.
Oh, out of 1,000?
Yeah.
For some reason, there was just
No,
like
I'm just
one
kidding.
little piece of this movie that I liked, and it was probably just like I told you, where I was like, I watched the way Margot Robbie looked at him, and I was like, there was something interesting she was doing, and I don't know.
I like the
Hey,
Alison Oliver character.
if you like to hear Charlie XCX loud and look at Jacob Elordi, and I know, man,
They didn't have that much music of hers, I thought.
I know. The beginning though, I was like, it is trippy to listen to John Cale at the
Yeah.
beginning of this from Velvet Underground, and I was like, it's just
Yeah,
bizarre.
'tis true.
And then whatever. Anyway,
I did the ordinary. What's that movie?
they should have played that.
Yeah, that would have been
You're
cool.
taking me out of the ordinary.
Man, dude, I hate that trailer. Can we just talk real fast as we
That
wrap it
trailer?
up? The trailers, the things that I hate
Oh, yeah,
most.
what trailers did they play?
What trailer did they play?
The things that I hate most about
Micah
going to the movies.
Monroe. She was like alcoholic with the
She
baby.
killed that. She accidentally got in a drunk driving crash and killed her baby daddy. She went to jail. She came out and she hooks up with the.
And there's always the part where the dad punches the guy that
Oh,
you're taking me out.
Is it one of those it's one of those movies that's in the vein of like that Remember You with Allison Williams from last
Remember
year?
Me or
It
whatever.
follows
Remember,
you
yeah.
around, whatever.
So
Follows
there's
too? I'm
that
excited.
trailer that
You
I've been.
remember me?
Yeah, Remember
We've
Me.
seen that
Remember
trailer
Me, I'm
way
right
too many
here.
times. The Bride
I'm over
trailer.
here.
I'm fucking tired of seeing the trailer for The Bride.
Oh.
There's a
Kind of
big.
tired of seeing the trailer, but I'm excited for the movie.
There's a really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got mad at him the first time he said that because I was like, Bonnie and Clyde Frankenstein, you're excited for that. But then I know what he means. I think
what I've said before is that like at least like especially watching, maybe I shouldn't compare the two, but like especially watching the Guillermo del Toro Frankenstein, I'm like, at least this is like a take. At least this is something.
I
like
think
it's
Maggie
just
Gyllenhaal's
something.
That's a good
I
point.
think Maggie Gyllenhaal's a good filmmaker.
Yeah,
I
agree.
liked her work on The Deuce, but this
Yeah.
does kind of stink of actors acting.
Mhm.
Fuck,
You know?
dude, give me the actors acting.
I hate the marketing
it's
for
true,
it.
But you can imagine Maggie Gyllenhaal on set and like they're all just like, we're acting.
Yeah.
But
I love
it could be good.
Also, there's a new
Sorry.
giant billboard in my neighborhood that says, the copy on it says, "Here comes the," and it's meant to say "motherfucking bride," but they've got ink splatter marks.
Oh, and
on,
it's
just M.
and it's laughing
ing.
and it's laughing in your face because you're unmarried.
What?
The ink splatter aesthetic.
Sorry.
I do think the ink splatter aesthetic is what keeps turning me off from that movie, where she has like weird ink splatter tattoos.
I don't know
on her
what the
and
deal is
shit.
with that. It's going to be explained in the film.
Yeah, I know.
It pisses me
fine.
off. I'm
I'm-
not looking
I'm
forward to
kinda
that.
looking
And
forward
I
to
also am so fucking sick and tired of it's like 10 minutes of just welcome to
I mean,
AMC.
brother, come on.
Oh yeah,
Old
yeah.
story.
For AMC,
They should
Light
be
is
sued.
our hero.
They should
and then
literally-
it goes, Light is our hero. And then it's
Written
the
by a Chinese 12-year-old.
It's
Like, what the fuck?
Light is our
my
hero.
hero.
and then it's
talking about?
it's that, and then it's the fucking Coca-Cola commercial, and then it's silence your phones and get ready to escape, and then it's the fucking what's her name Nicole Kidman, and then it goes. And then there's one more that's like.
No, there's nothing after
or
Nicole.
something, I don't
Nicole's the
know,
last
man.
one.
And
They
then
shouldn't
There's,
allowed to do
there's
that,
like
though.
3 things before Nicole.
This is
Fucking
like, it's
God,
very
man.
clearly just like they're trying to get into your brain. They're like, if we have 15 uninterrupted minutes of AMC promotions before every movie, no one will remember there are any other movie theaters. They will always think only AMC.
that's actually a good interesting point.
Well, I'll tell
there's
you
a
what.
reason why it's so long. They're
I don't go
fucking
to any
being
other movie
weird.
theaters than
AMC.
basically.
None
Fuck
of the
off.
other ones exist.
Yeah.
Regal Cinemas? Anybody?
I never go to
I
Regal.
don't even know what that is.
I used to
go
go
to
to
Regal.
Regal all the time in other
I
places.
was a
that
little
lived.
Regal Beagle. And then there's Edwards was one that was in Long
Yeah, I
Beach.
worked at Edwards in
yeah.
Calabasas. They tore down my theater. It's fucking sad.
Anyway, folks. Well, next week we're probably gonna watch what, guys?
What are we gonna watch?
Let's figure that out. But I do want to say, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood sequel trailer.
Oh.
Anyone see that?
No,
Is that the Super Bowl?
Do you want to watch it right now?
I wasn't watching.
Show
the
it, dude.
Super Bowl.
Watch it. Show it on your phone.
Put it
Show it
up.
to him.
No, I'll watch it later on my own time.
Whatever. I thought it looked great. Did you think it looked great?
It looks
Right.
great, but
I'm
it looks
excited.
exactly like a David Fincher doing a Tarantino
Yeah.
script, which is like, of course, that's what it's going to look
Yeah.
like. But there's a part of you that goes, "This couldn't it be more exciting?" And then also like, I'm a little scared about that because his past few movies, fucking stunk.
I love The Killer.
Mank was a piece of shit.
Mank I don't think
dude.
is good. Mank I think is really bad.
The Killer,
but Killer
was
I like a
fucking
lot.
Pretty mid or bad.
Oh, I think The Killer is great.
Uh,
I would say, here's my one little takeaway from the trailer. It made me think the most of Fight Club, like Fight Club era Fincher, is how I felt.
because you're looking at Brad Pitt.
No, like just the tone of it and I don't know, like even like the messing with
It looked
film.
like Mindhunter to me.
Well, yeah, a little bit too, but I mean, it's like new Fincher with some old like with I felt the tone of like the kind of like playful
seeing
like
the scratching
anarchist
on the-
and stuff like felt a little bit like Fight Club to me. I think it looks fun.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
I thought it
I'm
was a
super
series.
excited.
I thought it was a series, not a movie.
I'm excited for that because okay.
One last thing about that. They didn't put the title of it after the trailer.
That's true.
They just said Netflix. And I was like, that is an interesting move because that's just Netflix being like, we have this cool new Brad Pitt. They didn't want to confuse
Yeah.
people, I think.
Yeah,
They were
yeah.
like, I don't want people to go, oh, I didn't see that movie. I'm not going to watch this. They're kind of like, I don't know.
Right,
I don't
doesn't matter.
know what
Which I
they're
think is
doing.
probably fine. But well, and it's like weird because everyone's been thinking it's called The Adventures of Cliff Booth, but like them not putting the title, it's like I wonder if it'll
What
be
is
called
it?
something
I
else.
think
Yeah.
they're changing it. Maybe
Cliff
Maybe.
Booth movie.
Yeah.
Cliff Booth.
The last movie.
Yeah. the
Cliff
last
Booth.
one. That'd
They
be
call it
cool
The
if
Last
it was.
Movie.
Cliff
Yeah.
Booth.
That's have you guys ever seen that?
The last movie. That's a movie. You're talking about the last picture show?
No, the last movie with Dennis Hopper. I think that's what it's called.
Did he make it?
Now
Are
there's
you
a
sure he
fucking.
did? I think
maybe
he
he
made
did.
Out of the Blue. and
There's
did
an
that as
actor
well.
dork.
I think you're
Maybe,
right.
yeah. I think he did,
Yeah.
which is great. Great
I'm
movie.
a bad boy. I'm an
Great movie.
actor.
Dennis Hopper, great.
Dennis Hopper. I'm a bad boy.
But
I'm
then
an
he
actor.
actually did like hurt people and was
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm a crazy bad boy. I'm an
That
actor.
David Lynch story with Blue Velvet. He's like, I am Frank Booth, and David Lynch is like, I don't know if I want to hire him. That's scary.
Well, that's funny.
Is that
Yeah,
where he goes?
he is
Pabst
scary.
Blue Ribbon.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Heineken, fuck that shit.
Heineken, fuck that
Pabst
shit.
Blue Ribbon. I always like the quote from Blue Velvet where he goes, "Let's fuck! Oh, fuck anything that moves!"
And then fucking disappears.
Yeah, disappears,
I remember when
yeah.
that happened. I said, "Oh, I didn't know you could do that. I'm gonna freak out. This is so fucking good. It's
Yeah.
so funny and scary at the same
Yeah.
time. It's so cool."
Same.
I loved him in Speed. He's perfect. He's the pinnacle of him is
Never
Great
seen
Speed.
Speed too. Speed's great.
I guess
First
Oh,
time-
Dylan, you
first
love
time
it.
watching-
maybe
Wait,
that's what we'll do next week.
Dude,
Hold on, wait. We gotta look up. Hold
you
on,
would
really quick before
love
we gotta look up
It's
what's coming out
so
next week.
good.
Because it's like
And
we could all.
he's so good in it. Oh,
watch
it's
that shit.
peak Keanu Reeves. The best Keanu Reeves.
I remember my mom
Ugh.
talking about it growing up, and she was like, "Speed 2 sucks." And I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh yeah, I'm not
of
gonna
course.
see it then."
There's kind of nothing coming out, so like we could do.
Speed.
Elvis?
Oh, Elvis Doc, which would
Epic?
be fun, but we could
Yeah.
also do good luck. What the fuck?
I feel my
We're
temperature
gonna have
dropping.
12
No,
It's
I know.
cold
Well,
outside.
We can talk about a few things. We can do that movie. We could do
We'll figure it out.
Pillion. We can do
figure it
Elvis. We can talk about a few things.
Elvis. Belvis.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that's it.
What's Belvis?
Will you
again?
put my
From the
cameo
show.
at the end of
That
this?
podcast.
What?
My podcast. Belvis.
What about your?
I don't remember. I think
There was
it was
something there with
my
Belvis.
friend
I'm gonna
dated
talk
a
to
guy
the
named
audience,
Elvis.
guys. I have a cameo that I created a long time ago called like Normal Guy or something like that. Just a normal guy.
Oh yeah.
And somehow it became
see everybody.
got accepted
Wait,
because.
blow out the candles. Say goodbye.
Okay, bye. Anyway, please get a cameo for me because I need money. Okay, bye.
Oh wait. Talk about how you need a job too.
I need a job too. So if anyone in LA, has any film, TV, or advertising related positions, that'd be great. I really need it.
Go ahead, get that out. Get that real quick.
Really, really
Just
bad.
go ahead, fucking blow that out real quick.
I really need a job.
Okay, great.